Hey guys, and welcome back to Fringe Friday. I am Carmen, and today we are going to be watching season 2, episode 13 of Fringe. I'm always so excited to get into another episode and to get to just see more of this amazing, insane story that is the show. I really loved the last episode. I thought that it gave Walter a chance to kind of be the hero of the story and to advocate for the victims in a way that we usually see from Olivia or Peter. And I just love Walter. I know that he has his flaws and his issues, but as a character, that just makes me love him all the more because he's multifaceted and like a real person, you know? Nobody's actually perfect or anything. And I don't think characters that are portrayed that way are relatable, but I digress. In the last episode, I also really liked, sorry that I'm kind of jumping around, but I also really liked the experiment of the last episode, and I don't know, it kind of had an X-Files feel in a way that I really enjoyed. I think that some episodes of Fringe are more X-Files than other episodes of Fringe, and this one was more X-Files, and I love it because I love X-Files, and I love to see sort of the similarities in certain ways between the shows at times. Anyway, that was a lot of rambling. You guys are ready for the episode, right? Cat hair. I am too. So let's just get right into it, and I will stop talking briefly because you guys know I talk a lot during the episode. Okay. Is that blood?
What floor?
16.
That guy looks familiar. Why is he sweating so much?
Are you okay?
Is that black? Or is it... Okay, it just looks like normal blood. It's just dark.
Linda, call 911.
What's going on?
He's dead.
Is he gonna like explode or something? I would walk away. They are probably all infected with something now. He was like, opened his mouth and shit spewed out of it. Well, I mean, he's dead, so he didn't do that, but like, what the fuck?
Tonight, you look under your bed, and lo and behold, you find a monster, and you're immediately eaten. Now, if you hadn't looked for the monster, you wouldn't have found it, and you'd still be happy in your bed.
Walter.
But, with any luck, your sisters or your brothers might have heard your screams, and your endeavor will serve as a valuable lesson for them.
Excuse me, do you work here?
No right to revoke my membership. No right.
Aww.
These children should know the truth.
Hello, Agent Dunham.
Being tragic, coddled, and ill-advised.
Tragically coddled. I mean, in a way, I agree. Should we not have hazmat suits on?
Detective Castle. We've been taking witness statements.
Detective Castle. Did nobody say that something came out of his mouth? Touched those people? Because, like, there should be hazmat shit here.
Will we be able to leave soon?
Okay, let us know.
Not yet, I'm afraid.
Again.
Courier rode up with him. Which one's Mike?
He's sitting right over there.
He was. Is he gonna die in the bathroom? Because, you know, we really should figure out what the hell this spewing... Oh my god. It's gonna happen to him. They're gonna have to quarantine this whole facility. You think I'd know that word after all these years?
Sure.
No, not usually. But then that's why we're here, I imagine.
He's just leaving.
John, not John.
Yeah, that.
This building must be quarantined immediately.
That is literally what I said.
Quarantine the building, Agent Burroughs.
I mean, you have no choice. They've already been exposed to whatever it is anyway. It's not like he can be like, okay, but let them out, you know? Like...
Why are the police holding us here?
We think we're in the midst of a virus contamination. The Centers for Disease Control are here.
Are you saying we're quarantined?
Yep.
What happened to Mike?
He was infected.
Is he dead?
Pretty much.
I'll need at least half a dozen of those samples, young man.
Excuse me, who are you?
Walter has been arrested.
Oh, okay.
Agent Burroughs, thank God you're here. Please tell these men to release me.
He breached the security line. Claims he's FBI, but he's got no credentials right.
I knew it was that guy from Supernatural.
And I need a blood sample, something to work
I
with.
can understand you're wanting to assist, Doc, but I have a great deal of experience with pathogens.
And I was chairman of biochemistry at Harvard and have little patience for small-minded bureaucrats.
Walter.
That's not helping.
Yeah, you have to play the game of politics, bud.
I'm sorry. We need more information. My son tells me that several people got blood on them from the infected man, but only one of them died. Why him? Why aren't the others showing symptoms? I must get back to my lab and find out.
Yeah.
Hubert, will escort Dr. Bishop to his lab with samples that you will not let out of your sight.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, quickly get your pajamas off and come on.
Your pajamas.
They're all calling their families. Want to call your sister? Just let her know what's going on.
I feel like they wouldn't let you call your family in that situation, but maybe. Since they don't know what it is, they don't want to cause mass panic, you know?
We have a problem.
Oh, is she sick or is she just freaked out?
What's happening to me?
Oh no. I don't think they can help you.
Why don't you lay down and just try and rest and relax as best you can, okay?
I don't think this is gonna help. I don't think this is gonna help.
So how much time do you think she has?
I don't know, the courier died maybe a half hour after giving Vandekam CPR.
She's sick,
I'm afraid so.
but she didn't get any of the blood on her.
You don't know that for
She
sure.
didn't. She was nowhere near him when he died, which means we could all have it.
But we don't know that.
See, again, panic. This is what I was talking about.
Okay, I know Mr. Vandekamp was here to see you. Your schedule was rearranged yesterday and your morning was cleared out.
Oh shit.
He came here to sell me some information from one of our competitors.
What kind of information?
Corporate espionage.
It's from a recent reserve find.
It's possible that Vandekamp came in contact with the virus there, so do you know which oil reserve?
Massive dynamic?
Where is it? The information.
I don't know. He didn't have anything with him. It's a very competitive business, Agent Dunham. I know what I did breaks a dozen federal laws, but I'd rather go to prison than die here.
Well, it may be too late to trade one for the other now.
Right? It's like you might not get to decide that at this point.
The virus is not airborne.
No?
No, if it were, there'd be many more people showing signs of infection in that building. We need a better sample.
How? How are you gonna get a better sample?
You able to get a hold of Rachel?
No. I didn't try. She just went through all the stuff with me in the hospital.
just like you. Even now, you're protecting her.
Well, she's her big sister, right?
I thought that was the point of having people who care about you in your life. To have someone to talk to when you're scared.
Yeah, but she has to protect everybody. Because that's her personality. Girl, what you doing? She acting weird. Like Vanderkamp was, right? Oh. Oh no, Peter. Oh. Oh no. She's breathing it everywhere. Also, Peter fell in the blood. Can his otherworldliness protect him?
What the hell's happening up there?
We wish we knew.
Peter, be careful.
Ah, he got so much on him. Oh, God. She's freaking out. She's freaking out. Because she cares about him.
Peter, no!
Can't wait any longer.
Stop it! Get away from him
I
now!
got his blood on me. If I wasn't infected before, I probably am now.
Peter, this is insane!
This is our last chance to figure out whatever it was that he came here to try and sell.
Peter!
Rental car keys. Never take anything into a negotiation that can land you in jail.
What the hell is it?
I believe I have an hypothesis as to how this virus behaves.
What?
The receptionist had a very different reaction to the virus than the other two victims. And I believe I know why. This virus wants to spread itself, but in order to do so, it needs other organisms to infect. I believe that the virus now senses that it's contained within the building. And it wants to get outside to continue spreading.
How?
The receptionist showed an irrational desire to get outside, and then she sprayed. The virus compelled her to leave the building. It wanted to get outside.
Okay, I can see that.
Among other things in the briefcase, we found a drill core sample from an exploratory oil dig.
Is the oil contaminating it? Oh, what the hell is that?
This is our virus.
How is it in the oil? My laptop is being so loud. It's really loud.
Came from 10 miles down.
That's pretty far.
In that case, I believe we're in the presence of a 75,000-year-old terror, one that might have been responsible for wiping out the ice age.
Oh, shit. He's gonna be infected.
Call the State Department. Get approval for a level 6 eradication.
Excuse me, what is that?
We don't know how to contain it. If anybody on the outside got infected,
Kill him? Oh no. Peter. 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 Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Peter. Peter.
If you're infected, the solution will turn black. Amber, you're clear.
Okay.
We'll be in touch.
I think hers is gonna be fine, and then Peter's is gonna be black. Yep, Amber. He's Olivia's. Why? Why is he gonna fake that he's not infected? Aww, Walter's so scared.
Okay. Don't kid me.
But he's not.
This is the first batch of uninfected from both testing groups.
He wants to get Olivia out, right?
Olivia Dunham,
He knows that she won't leave.
Peter Bishop.
Wait, stop. He's bleeding from the nose.
Oh, shit.
Stop him. Get him away from the door.
Have to get outside.
Oh, that's why.
Olivia, please. Please, you gotta open this door.
Peter, I can't, you know that.
But look at me. Just look at me. I'm fine. Just look at me. Olivia. Olivia!
I don't like this. I don't like this.
Peter's infected.
Peter?
Yeah, the test was wrong. I don't know how, but he's bleeding from his nose and he's still in the building.
What was that about Peter?
So what do we do now?
Extract the rest of the ones that tested negative. And the State Department has authorized us to have the Army move in and contain the rest.
The army?
They're gonna kill him.
There's still a dozen people in that building. You cannot tell me that killing them is our only option.
It's the government. Of course, that's their only option. Shoot first. That's their thing.
Walter. Walter, you can't take that off.
Doesn't matter. The virus isn't airborne, transmitted by bodily fluids, blood, saliva.
Walter, we are going to figure this out. Peter's gonna be fine.
It's time to go. We're taking all non-infected personnel out of the building now.
He's gonna infect himself, isn't he?
I have to help Peter from outside.
He's gonna infect himself.
Come on, Walter, let's go.
I don't think he's gonna leave.
Astrid, where are you?
Walter won't leave.
Astrid, they're giving up. The CDC doesn't want to risk contamination, so they're planning on killing everyone in sight. You can't be here.
Walter will figure something out. We're gonna be fine.
What does Agent Dunham want?
Nothing.
She has such faith in him. I can't.
Walter, what can I do?
You can't let Peter die again. There's nothing I can do about it.
Walter, do you remember this morning what you said at the Science Museum? You said that Magellan set sail around the world with a crew of 237 people.
Total 37, nearly all of whom died.
Yeah, but 18 of them didn't. Despite the odds, 18 of them came back to their families.
The rest died of scurvy. A slow, horrific death.
You have to beat the odds, though.
75,000 years ago, a virus here wiped the planet clean.
But we're still here.
Life resumed.
It had to figure out a way to beat it.
Ash. No. Ash. Mount Toba. The biggest volcanic eruption for the last 25 million years.
Okay.
Blocked out the sun. Sulfuric ash rained down.
Okay.
Sulfur.
Is the solution? You think it'll kill it?
The glycoside in horseradish is high in sulfur. If I'm right, this should attack the virus.
Oh, this is getting me. She's got you, Walter. Their relationship means a lot to me, okay? It's clearing out the black, right?
Walter found a cure.
I'll call you back.
This is what he needs.
We need a chemical supply lab. The closest one's in Wellesley.
Okay.
and several hours to synthesize the antidote. I'm sorry, Agent Dunham, we just don't have that long.
You don't...
Fentanyl gas. Pump it inside the building. Knock them out long enough to synthesize a cure. We could have a gas truck here in 10 minutes.
Now, even if we could, it wouldn't disperse. The building's ventilation system is down, and I can't risk sending any more of my people inside to turn it on.
Then I'll do it.
Olivia?
That's up to Agent Broyles, not me.
Yeah. That's her family inside too, you know? Her people. Oh God. Unfortunately, Peter's smart. Did they not tell her exactly where she needs to go? Because that would have been helpful. Oh. Fucking Peter, stop it. She's trying to save you.
Listen, I'm here to help you.
Give me the gun, Olivia.
Peter, they're gonna shoot me.
They're gonna kill us all anyway. The cure is out there. They're lying to us. And you locked me in here.
No, 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 no. Go, Olivia. Peter.
Stay down.
Peter. Peter.
Agent Dunham, can you hear me?
Olivia, fucking get up.
We have to move.
No, turn it on.
I gave you 15 minutes.
Dude, that's
I
not very
understand
much
you have
time.
operational authority here, but there are people in there that are like family to me.
Yes.
Sorry.
Knock him out. I don't know. Olivia. Go, girl. Do it. Do it, Olivia. Do it.
Hands are on. You're a go.
Go. Do it. Do it. Knock out the army, too. Yeah. Go to sleep. Take a little nap. Take a little nap. Oh, God. Okay. Okay. Good. Now y'all take a nap. Oh, they have the fucking masks on. You saved him this time. Oh, this is gonna be a conversation, maybe. Yeah.
Feeling better?
I'm sorry.
You weren't yourself.
It's lucky for me that you were.
Inside, upstairs, when you said, I can't let Peter die again.
Oh shit. She did hear that,
What do you
didn't she?
mean by that?
Some things are meant to be left alone.
I don't think she's gonna leave it alone. I don't think she is. Not that I think that she should, but I just... Fuck, of course that's the end. I don't think she's gonna leave it alone. And I don't think that she should leave it alone. Okay, so first off, you guys, I want to say that I'm really sorry. I know that there's gonna be some sound issues in this episode because my laptop was being so fucking loud the entire time. I just started using a new laptop to, connect to the TV to watch the show, because I watch it on my laptop, and it is being really loud, and it's a much newer, much nicer laptop than the one I was using before, which died because it was very old. Anyway, that's very frustrating, and so I'm really, really sorry about the sound issues that I know are going to exist in this episode. I was so distracted. I wrote literally nothing down. It literally just says Fringe. Anyway, it was a really good episode. I got very emotional. let's move on from the sound issues. I'm really frustrated by them, but okay, so to actually talk about this episode, besides just the very annoying sound, I'm really sorry, guys, because I don't think I'm going to be able to edit out a lot of it because it's closer to the mic than I am. But Astrid and Walter in this episode, you saw, I was gone. Like, when I knew Walter was going to choose to stay when he knew that Peter was infected, I knew there was no way he was going to leave. I thought he might even go so far as to infect himself because, you know, he wasn't going to leave Peter. And the fact that Astrid then chose to stay with him was like, you know, like, God, it's getting me again. But I've really been loving their relationship throughout the past 2 seasons, but in particular, as of late, when we've really seen their relationship sort of deepen and develop more, and you see how much Astrid cares for Walter and vice versa. And I thought this episode did a really good job of really cementing that for the audience and really just showing us how central all of our characters are to each other. You know, like Broyles saying, like, people who I consider my family are in there, you know, and like, I know, like, fuck, sorry. I'm fine. I just really love how they have all attached themselves to each other and how much they care for each other, because as I said, I'm pretty sure in the beginning of this series, like, my ultimate favorite kind of show is just a ragtag team of like misfits who bond together and form a family. And I feel like that's what Astrid and Walter and Peter and Olivia and Broyles have done. And it makes me very happy and also very stressed because we all know what's looming. And now, thanks to this episode, Astrid also has an idea of what is looming. And you guys, yeah, I don't think she's gonna stop digging. I kind of don't want her to, but I kind of want her to at the same time. Like, I know that it's gonna come out. I'm not sure how it's gonna come out. I'm not sure if Astrid's gonna find out first or the events that are gonna unfold to lead to the truth being revealed. But I know that I've been saying, like, that I'm kind of ready for it so we can begin the road to healing. But like, the closer I feel like we actually get to the reveal, the more that I'm like, you know what? Do we need it? Does it need to happen? Like, I know that it does, but I'm very scared. Very scared of it happening. So yeah, we'll see how that's going to end up playing out, but I'm very nervous about it. Also loved the Peter and Olivia in this episode and the conversation that they had where Peter was asking why Olivia wasn't telling Rachel about the situation they were in, which one, can I just say, I'm pretty sure it's protocol that they would not let you call your loved ones because they could tell somebody, that would create mass panic, right? So I'm pretty sure that would not be allowed. But moving aside, and let's just pretend that it would be allowed in this situation, I fully understand Olivia's reason for not saying it. And I think it's not telling Rachel. And I think it's really interesting to see Peter kind of, you know, say, like, isn't the point of caring about people that, you know, they care about you too? Like, isn't the point of having people that you love around you that, like, when you need it, they take care of you, and when they need it, you take care of them? But I think Olivia is the type of person that it's hard for her to accept people taking care of her, because I think, based off what we know about her mom and her stepdad and everything, that she has always been the person who takes care of other people, right? And I think that when you are that person and you see people in your life from an early age that you feel protective of and that you feel the need to protect, it's very hard to then be vulnerable and allow yourself to be protected and be taken care of. And I can definitely relate to Olivia in that way. I definitely think that it's a part of Olivia that I really understand, because I am also the type of person that I find it very easy to take care of other people and to put myself last and to not think about what I need, sometimes to the detriment of myself, in order to give everyone else what they need. And so, yeah, I completely understood her reasoning and her decision. And I do think that it would be nice to see her allow herself that vulnerability to find someone, maybe in Peter, that could take care of her in the way that she's always taken care of other people, because there's only so much of yourself that you can give until you kind of run out. You know, what's the saying? You can't pour from an empty cup, right? So I think that she could really benefit from allowing some of that burden to be taken off of her. And I think Peter would be up to the task, you know? Speaking of Olivia and Peter, it was really interesting to see Peter not be Peter in this episode, you know, because Peter is very selfless. Like, Peter, had he been in full control, would have just isolated himself. He would have been like, hey, I have this, I want to protect y'all, stay safe. But this virus didn't allow him to do that. And so it was interesting to see a different kind of Peter than the Peter that we really know and that we are used to seeing. And to get to see Joshua Jackson, you know, just act in a different way is always fun. I think he's a great actor. And it was kind of interesting because in the conversation I was just having, I don't know why I pointed, like it was over there, but when I was just talking about how Olivia takes care of other people and she doesn't allow herself to be taken care of, and Peter could be good for that, it's kind of funny because in this episode, she kind of ended up fulfilling that role again, right? Filling that role again of taking care of Peter and everybody else, and being the first one to jump in the line of fire and be willing to do what it takes to save people, in particular the people that she cares about, right? It was interesting to see the actor, I don't remember his name already, but the one that was opposite Broyles and was gonna, you know, just go in and have the military take everyone out, everything. I'm pretty sure he's from Dexter. And I'm pretty sure he was in Castle as well. Also, Detective Castle. It's just funny because my fiance and I have been watching Castle. And I'm like, that's not Nathan Fillion, you know? But anyway, sorry. That was very beside the point. I don't think I have a lot more to say about this episode. I just really enjoyed the interactions. I don't know if enjoy is the right word, but I don't know what the word is, but I don't want to say it's interesting because I always say it's interesting, but I'm just going to say but know that it's not like, I don't know. I like to see Walter and Peter's relationship, and I like to see how much Walter cares about Peter. I like to see the lengths that he's willing to go to protect him. And I like to see the lengths that Astrid and Olivia are willing to go, you know, I like to see the bond of the team and how much they all care about each other and displayed in real time. It's not real time. It's many, many years ago. But does that make any sense? Sorry, you guys. I'm very discombobulated today because lots of distracting thoughts. Sorry. I like this show. I'm very distracted by real life at the moment. So I'm sorry that I wasn't able to as greatly articulate what I'm trying to say. I love Olivia, and I love Peter, and I love Walter, and I love Astrid, and I love Broyles. And I love to see episodes where their bond is fully on display and their risk of losing each other makes them act in a very emotional way. I just like it. Anyway, I'm going to stop rambling at you guys. I don't think I've said anything worth listening to anyway. I'm really sorry. This was a great episode, and I'm sorry that I wasn't able to articulate at the end as well as I should have been the reasons why I really loved it, but I did. As always, if you guys want, you can watch the next episode right now over on Patreon, which is linked in the description down below. You can also watch my entire full-length reaction to this episode and every episode thus far of Fringe. Yeah, it's over there as well. I'm gonna leave because I cannot talk. Until next time, where I hopefully have learned how to be more articulate. Bye, guys.